Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Now you may have seen recently I did my first ever Camel GT race in the Audi 90 GTO. The Audi 90 GTO is a bit of a beast with a H pattern shifter. Now in that race I was getting absolutely annihilated coming out the turns. I just didn't have any acceleration. People were just leaving me for dust, and I thought it was my setup. I thought it was the gear ratios were all wrong. But in that video, I was using auto clutch, and a few people mentioned in the video, you're going to be a lot slower with auto clutch. Now, I've never used auto clutch before, so I've never tested it. So I thought, right, I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to do some acceleration tests with all of the available assists with regards to the gearbox and clutch. So we've got auto shift, auto clutch, auto blip, anti-stall clutch, and none. So for the first test, we're going to be going to Le Mans on the big long straight. We're going for the historic layout, and we're going to accelerate from 60 kilometers an hour up to 260 kilometers an hour. And we're going to use each assist setting to see which one accelerates quicker. And then we're going to go back to Watkins Glen. We're going to use exactly the same setup. Firstly, I'm going to do a few laps with auto clutch, and then we're going to do it with none and see if we're actually any quicker. So for these tests, we disabled dynamic weather, so the session remains constant all the time, so there's no deviation in track temperature, which could play a part in the times. So before we get into it, if you do like this kind of thing, please remember, leave a like on the video, and if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. So 2 tests at Le Mans, straight line acceleration test, then a few laps around Watkins. I was actually blown away with the results. So what we're going to do, we are going to try each mode in the assist settings for the clutch gearbox. So first of all, we're going to do auto shift. This is probably going to be the slowest of the lot, I would guess. So what we're going to do, we're going to accelerate up to 60 miles an hour, hold it there just to get that initial clutch bite out of the way, because obviously using a manual clutch is quicker than just accelerating from a standstill because you've got all that turbo lag. So we're going to accelerate to 60 kilometers an hour. Then when I press the accelerator, I'm going to hit go on the stopwatch, and then we're going to stop it when we hit 260 kilometers an hour. That's the plan. That's how I see it. Will it work? I don't know. So I'm going to have to put my hand on the mouse just for this. You can maybe see in this bottom corner here. So we'll accelerate to 60 kilometers an hour. Bit too quick. Or we'll get to the top of the hill ideally. There we go. So we'll try and hold it at 60 at the end of this barrier on the right hand side. There. Right. Let's see how quickly we get up to 260 kilometers an hour. So we're probably going to be like 100,000 or something like that each time. It's not going to be a massive amount on the grand scheme of things. $60. There we go. So 18.75 seconds using auto shift. Right. Let's see which one we can use next. So now I think we're going to use auto blip. Should we do them in the way that they are listed? I think we should. Auto blip next. So we'll do the same again now. So we're going to be in first gear. We're going to hold it at 60 kilometers an hour. At the end of the barrier on the right hand side, wasn't it? The yellow bit of paint at the end of the barrier. So we'll get my mouse over the stopwatch. Try and hold it at 60 kilometers an hour. There we go. Go. Obviously we're shifting now. It's a little bit quicker. But you can still hear the computer doing its thing between shifts. But we'll get this ready to stop. So 260. There we go. 17.9 seconds. So a bit quicker just by using auto blip. So now we will go for auto clutch. Now I've got a feeling this will be slower than auto blip, but we'll give this a whirl. Right, auto clutch. This is what I was using in the race that I did at Watkins Glen. So we'll try and hold it at 60. Bit fast there. End of this barrier on the right hand side. There we go. So I'm not shifting now. I did press the clutch there by accident. That's me just shifting. We'll stop at 260. There we go. 17.91, so pretty much the same results as also Blip. Now there's only two more options to choose from. We've got anti-stall clutch and none. I don't think there's going to be any difference between the two of them. But just to make sure that we've done every single one, well, we're going to do anti-stall clutch next. Right, so exactly the same again with anti-stall clutch. Now all that does is prevent the engine from stalling. We're not going to get any assistance with the gear changes at all. So it should be a bit quicker. So we'll get it up to 60 kilometers an hour. We're going to go on the barrier on the right hand side where it turns yellow at the end. Slow down a little bit there, going a bit too quick. 60 there, 59, 60, here we go. Gear changes much quicker. There we go, right, so we'll stop this when we get to 260. There we go, 16.82, holy cow. On one run of acceleration through the gears. Blimey. So the last one we're going to try is none. So there's no assists on the gearbox and clutch whatsoever. Right, let's try this. Right, so let's see what it's like with no assists. I don't think it's going to be any quicker than the anti-stall clutch. Just try and get it off the line first of all. Get it up to 60 kilometers an hour. And we're going to go at the barrier on the right hand side where it's the yellow markers are. Slow down a little bit. That's 60 there. Happy with that? Go. Right, here we go then. I'm looking for 260. There we go. 16.85. Almost identical. A bit quicker though, isn't it? Jeez. Alright, let's see what the lap with no assists is like. We'll watch the delta. So that's the best lap set with auto clutch. Just interested to see on the straights if that delta drops. Holy cow, it's ridiculous. Two and a half tenths up already. Slow around there though. There's your answer. There's your answer. Right there. Holy moly. That's crazy. Crazy. So there we go. Not the most scientific test, but it's as accurate as I can get it. So from using auto shift to 0 assists, we were 1.9 seconds quicker on that acceleration test alone. And from using auto clutch to no assists, we were almost 1.1 seconds quicker on that acceleration from 60 kilometers an hour to 200. That's mental. And on the lap of Watkins Glen, I was 0.81 seconds quicker when I didn't use any assists. Now, I wasn't using heel and toe. I was left foot braking, but blipping on the downshift. And I don't know if the Audi 90 has that kind of gearbox. I don't know if you need to use the clutch on the upshifts and downshifts, but it worked in the simulator and it was much, much quicker. So if you did like this video, please remember, leave a like. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good week. See you later. Cheers.